The biggest threat in terms of security to Kenya and other neighboring countries is none other than the group called Al-shabaab. Al-shabaab has managed to bomb some few places in Kenya. It has also managed to kill some few people, especially in the areas of Kenya-Somalia borders. So our main focus today, guys, we are going to look at the origin of this group called Al-shabaab and also to see why it was formed and by who. So join me until the end of this video. I'm sure you are going to learn something. If it is your first time you are bumping into this channel, kindly take your 2 or 3 seconds, hit subscribe button, put on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our next video. So actually, if informative and educational content is something you're passionate about, then I consider this channel as the one is going to bring you the content of that nature. Without much ado, let's get started. Al-shabaab originated as an offshoot of Islamic Courts Union known as ICU. And this was a coalition of Sharia courts that aimed at restoring order in Somalia. However, guys, in this coalition of Islamic Court Union, there were some few members who had different opinions. And they diverged from their moderate objectives. They embraced a radical ideology seeking to establish an Islamic state governed by a strict interpretation of Sharia law.
muhiimadiina marka hadda idinka maxay tahay Soomaaliya oo kale markii la yiraahdo
anaga Soomaaliya muhiimadeenu waxa weeye in wadankan uu xor noqdo sharciga lagu maamulayo uu yahay sharciga islaamka uu noqdo dadkeena iyo dalkeena iyo diinkeena intaba aan xor noqono
muhiimadiina waa sidaas ajnabiga inay ka baxaan way wadanka marka
ajnabiga wadanka in iska baxaan way
laakiin iyagu waxay leen Soomaalidan caawinayna oo muddo badan soo dagaalayso rabnaa inaan kala celino oo aan dawlad u sameeyno
inta Soomaalidu dhibay ku jirtay caqabado u dirayeen waa isdhacayeen uma aysan soo gurban ma aysan soo aadinin markii Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala sharcigiisa uu shaqeeyo umada ay isgaratay maxkamadaha la dhisay markaas ay soo duuleen oo waxa weeye duulaan ku yimideen haddii run sheegay warka runtood yahay inta Soomaali baan ximaan way waxa la dhiban kara wax maslaxa ah ama dan ay ka rabaan wadankan malaha danta iyo maslaxada Soomaalida waxay ku jirtaa ka rabaan inay nabad geliyaan iyaga isku filaan insha Allah Soomaaliya uma baahan dhulkan waa barwaaqaysan yahay dadkan waa dad muslimiina shariicadena lagu filan diinkeena lagu filan uma baahnin hana daayaan bis.
Just like that, guys, Al-shabaab was formed. To summarize for you to understand, there was a coalition named ICU, Islamic Court Union. Among members, there were some differences. One group decided to diverge from their moderate objectives and decided to embrace radical ideology, seeking to establish an Islamic state to be governed by strict interpretation of Sharia laws. Until today, Al-shabaab is fighting for that cause. And Al-shabaab, just like any other organization, they have workers and they have source of income. So let us dive into the recruitment and also the source of their income.
These 3 women have met to talk about their fears and struggle to get their boys back and to keep those remaining away from Al-shabaab recruiters. They exchange stories reluctantly at first, but then with growing confidence. Zainab Hashi listens keenly at times, but also seems distracted at other moments. She says her son left home on what was thought to be an Islamic retreat. A week later, a call came in.
He left here on the first day of this month. He was with 4 other boys. Some of the boys called. They said they were in Laboy. I asked why didn't he call us. They said he was afraid, but he was fine. They told us the Kenyan security forces arrested them.
Halima Hassan, seen here in the middle, says her teenage brother left home and joined Al-shabaab 8 months ago. She says before he left, he asked for money for a school trip and has not been seen since. Now she fears the worst.
Since he has joined them, there's no way he can be found. He's become a criminal who has no sympathy and kills people. Even if he's back, he'll bring that criminality here. But I will pray for God to guide him.
Ali is an Al-shabaab recruiter. He says his job is to look for boys who are idle and to bring them to the mosque. From there, other people take over.
They told me I could help them look for boys around my age who can go for an Islamic retreat for about 4 months. They told me they wanted such youths because they sinned a lot and God can forgive them. I heard the boys whom I took to the mosque for Islamic teaching went to Al-shabaab, and their story ended just like that.
In late April, Kenyan security agencies published a list of 85 people involved in terror activities. One person on the list is Abdi Ibrahim Aden, a primary school teacher in Isiolo. He denies he's involved in terrorism, but admits some people on the list need to be questioned.
Al-Shabaab has complex recruitment network that includes both local and foreign fighters. Al-Shabaab mostly they target disillusioned youth. They also exploit grievances and social economic challenges in Somalia. Al-Shabaab has also reportedly received financial support from diverse sources, including extortion, donation, and illegal activity such as piracy and charcoal smuggling. Al-Shabaab has also demonstrated their links to various international terrorist organizations, including the famous Al-Qaeda of Osama bin Laden.
In a video message posted to online Islamist forums, Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri has welcomed the terrorist group's newest member, Somali militant group Al-Shabaab.
It pledged allegiance to Al-Qaeda in 2012, cementing its affiliation. And this connection has allowed Al-Shabaab to benefit from training, resources, and ideological support from global jihadist network.
I know you told your friends.